Hi, this is Yvonne, and I'm with Chris O'Daniel. How you doing, Chris?
I'm doing great. I had some very interesting people coming by my solar booth today.
Very good. And I'd like to say that Chris is representing solar energy today. She has a solar powered house, right?
I do have that, and I built a new house and wanted to make sure I didn't have any electricity bills, so I had a great starting point to build it correctly with great insulation and invest in a solar power system.
Okay, now as far as solar goes, do you have the panels on the roof, or how did you do it?
Yes, I have solar panels on the roof facing southeast, and I have a rather large system, and it's not at all a complicated thing. Mostly what I'm here for is to tell people that it's very affordable, and actually you can't afford not to do it.
Okay.
And so I have made calculations showing that based on the average energy use people have, that if you invest in a solar system to fit that need, you pay about the same per month, paying on a loan, financing it 15 years, 5%. Then you pay about the same as you do to a utility company.
Okay.
But the advantage is after 15 years, you have your solar system for another 10 to 15 years.
Oh, wow.
And then
so that means no utility, well, very little utility bill.
Very, very little utility bill after that. There is a little loss of the solar cells will lose a little bit after 15 years or so, but you still have a huge cover of your utility bill. I mean, you really produce a lot of electricity after the 15 years is up.
Okay, now as far as putting solar panels on your house and all that, do you have to live at a certain location or a different area, high or low, or how does that go?
Not the height is not what is the consideration. It's more that you want to have the correct setting up towards south or southeast normally, and an area that has no shade.
Okay.
And then there is something with a tilt, but some places you can tilt them so they have a total optimal tilt, but really they go with what your roof have. It's still minimal what that might do for you. So you use the roof. What you need to think about is you have to think 25 years ahead. So the roof you put the racks on where the solar panels are mounted, that roof has to last also 25 years.
Yes, okay.
So, but you can use any roof material. I have a standing seam roof that lasts 50 years at least. So they have used clamps to mount the racks on that. If you have blacktop shingles, you can do that, but you should invest, or you should just do a new roof before you put the solar on.
Okay, so that's a little bit more of an investment.
It is.
But like you said, in the long run, it pays off.
It pays definitely off. And then if you have an electric car and compare the cost of driving on gas versus driving on sun, that's where you have your huge saving. It costs about 1/3 driving on sun versus driving on gas. And in my illustration here is that if you buy a system that is based on your average kilowatt use per month, and then add to it the energy you use for a car, and if it's an 1800 kilowatt hour system a month, you can actually get the utility for free, because the cost of the gas for that capacity is a little bit more than actually what you pay for the whole system that provides you for the car that drives the same, and the utility is a little long.
You got it all figured out.
Well, yes, I have, and the main thing for Kentucky is to try to have some more visionary politicians that can sit down and say we need to decide that we try to do Kentucky 25% renewables or 50%, but help our investors in something that makes them feel, okay, let us invest in developing either better educated electricians or investing in developing solar panels and so on.
All right, well, listen, Chris, thank you so much. But before we close, I'm going to ask you is, we have viewers out there who have questions. I mean, you seem to have a lot of information. Is there any way they can reach you to get more information?
They are most welcome. They can call me on my cell phone. That is 859-481-1089. And they also can email me. That's Chris O'Daniel with a K at ncsmail.org.
Fantastic. Well, listen, thank you, Chris.
Thank you so much. Thank you for, let's hope for interest in solar.
All right.
And save the world.
Save the world. Hi, this is Yvonne, and I'm here with Derek Casita. How you doing, Derek?
I'm doing well.
And you are a student at Lindsey Wilson.
Yes, ma'am. I'm a student at Lindsey Wilson, and I'm majoring in nursing and Christian ministries.
Fantastic. Well, listen, I know you've got a booth here today, and it says changing one village at a time in Uganda.
Yes, ma'am. I am from Uganda, and I do work with a ministry called Uganda Counseling and Support Services, which is a ministry that goes out into rural communities in Uganda to help improve the quality of lives, as well as share the love of Jesus Christ, one community at a time.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Well, I noticed you've got a lot of items out here today, so I want you to tell us about some of the items you have here.
Well, I have some paper bead necklaces and some jewelry and some keychains and some purses and some crosses. And these are all made by ladies in Uganda.
They're all handmade.
They're all handmade by ladies in Uganda. The Ministry of Uganda Counseling and Support Services teaches them how to make them in an effort to help them become self-sufficient.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, how long have you been representing them?
I've been representing UCSS since 2014.
Okay.
When I came here for school.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what are some of the things that the money buys for the ladies in Uganda?
The money goes to the ladies, and this helps provide clean water, medical care, to send their children to school, as well as food. Yes, ma'am.
The basic needs.
The basic needs.
Okay. Now, for some of these ladies, this is their only job. Is that right?
Yes, this is their only job, except for going to the garden. This is the only job they do, and as you can see, some of them it takes a long time to make.
Yeah, they're time intensive, huh?
Yes, they are.
Now, what is your relationship with them? How do you get the materials back and forth and all that?
Yes, the founder of the ministry, we have a board here in the U.S., and he comes back to give accountability for the funds that are sent to Uganda. And so as he's traveling back, he gets to put many of these things in his cases and brings them with him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I know you said you're from Lindsey Wilson College, so how did you hear about the Green Festival over here today?
I did hear about the Green Festival through the Rotary Club of Springfield. Yes.
Very good. Well, listen, thank you so much for being here today, and I encourage everyone to come out and look at your beads and necklaces here in support of the women of Uganda.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Thank you for your time, too.